Hey, so once again, doing an update on the bike. Since the last video I did some minor changes. I got a new chain with molten speed wax, some Vittoria Courses tires, and so far 475 miles, and today is gonna be 500. So I'm trying to get home and not do a video. I'm just trying to change over and relax just a little bit. So far so great. Like, the complete combo it's been super nice. The bike is super stiff. It just takes off. I'm starting to like that. Really easy to sustain speed. Gonna talk about a few things just in case if anybody before has some yo-yo wheels. Those wheels I had done over 800 miles on the island of Okinawa, where you surrounded by the sea, if you noticed. Really nice today on Naha. And so far so good. Those Novitec hubs has been like troopers. The rim, on the rim brake section, barely there's a mark in there. And although I put some soft brake pads, Shimano brake pads, +1, super good, fast rolling. It's a little bit, sometimes you get some side winds and it moves you around, but overall it's so good. I love them. I love those wheels. Like, I never going back. I had some full carbon fiber ones, and sadly for the heavy people down there, every time you go on a bike ride, you're thinking like, wow, if I break my wheel set, I'm done. With these, I don't need to worry at all. Like, I bunny hop, I do all that stuff. So far, they're true as hell. I never needed to touch them, do nothing. They stay true so far. The other thing I'm gonna talk is about the Vittoria Courses. Wow, I've been a big fan of Vittoria before, and I used to have the Rubino Pro Speed, the Rubino Pro, the Control Tag. They're pretty good. They're pretty good, but these ones, they just mute the road. It's like floating, and they're fast, super fast. And one of the advantage that the Courses got over the Rubino Pro Speed, I love those tires, but anytime it rains, you're riding on a skateboard. That thing is everywhere. Like, there's no traction. With these, the new Courses, they're traction and pretty fast. And the good thing is, I got the gray gum wall, so it combines with that. So far, so good. Like, one of the biggest changes I've done is the molten speed wax. You can see it. It looks a little bit grimy over here, but it's a pain in the ass to get it in and all that stuff, but all that work you do is worth it. So far I've done 85 miles on it. Super quiet. That's, oh, this thing came out. Damn. Possibly when I bunny hop earlier today. This is one thing, if you ever come to Japan or Okinawa or something like that, be careful with the scooters. They're out there. Sometimes you need to do some evasive maneuvers to get around them and not get hit by them. But let's return back to the topic. The molten speed wax, so far so good. At the beginning I was a little bit skeptic because, yeah, you use wax to light your house when there's no electricity, not to put in a chain. But I did some research, and back in the day they used to use that as a lubricant. And it's crazy that the old stuff is actually faster than all the oil and the new technology and all that stuff. So the funny thing is, I'm a big fan of Morgan Blue race oil. I love that oil, all that stuff, but it's true. It's just, you do 60, 50 miles on it and the chain is sounding, and then you feel that griminess and just that black, you know, the contaminants just in the chain, just grinding everything away. And it was a lot of upkeep. one of the main reasons I did that is due to the weather over here. It's nice weather, and I changed to just give it a try. Although there's a lot of sand, fine sand that gets in your drivetrain, and you can feel it, just grounding powder. That's one of my first motivators to change it. And the second one is, so far, it's like clean as hell. There's some wax somewhere, but it flicks off. Like, it just goes away. You touch it with your hands and it just goes away. It doesn't stick like this touching the chain right now. It's like, that's the flake. It's still coming off, but I can actually just wipe my hands out and that's it. They're clean. And that's one thing less I need to worry about my drivetrain, all that stuff. So the frame, so far so good. I was a little bit skeptic at the beginning. I check it every time I wash it. That's at least once a week. Check everything, hangers, fork. I take everything off. I check my bottom bracket and all that stuff. I know it's a little bit tedious, but so far so good, and I think I did the right investment. And this company, Tideace, it's been good. It's been good. Like, the frame are good. I don't see why to spend $3,000 or $4,000 on a bike that it's actually gonna give you the same performance. This is crazy. Like, I never thought that Chinese products were so good. I'm not like I said in my previous video, I'm not a light rider. I weigh 82 kilos, so I'm not light. So I'm putting some pressure on this thing. The saddle, there's a Pro logo. And one thing I can say about the seat post, all people out there that decide to get the FM-R11, put some carbon paste. Put carbon paste. It's a little bit tricky. I had some at the beginning, getting the right torque spec before that seat post starts slipping down. I got it dialed down. And another thing I recommend is putting a piece of tape so you can see. I don't know if you can see it there. You notice if it's slipping, and on the nuts over here, on the bolts, put some grease on the bottom, so when you're torquing it, you don't having that friction preventing you to get the accurate torque readings. But so far I got at 6 Newton meters. That's the magic number so far. And then one other thing too I want to talk about is this stem, Control Tech Falcon. I love this thing. That thing is clean as hell. So far so good, no problems. My GPS, Mega C, that's a good computer too. I love that stem. It's super comfortable. Like, it's a little bit wide over here. You think it's stiff, but it's great. It's great. I love it. I love this thing. I put some stickers on the bike, you know. Why so serious? Just to troll people around when they ask me about the bike and all that stuff. And they don't believe I got a Chinese bike, complete Chinese bike, except a few components, Shimano here and there and all that stuff. But I don't regret it. I don't regret it. And thanks to Eddie out there on Tideace. Great customer service. I'm not trying to get sponsorship or nothing like that. I'm just trucking the truth. As somebody that, you know, all of us want to write some nice stuff, but we don't got the money. I think I found the right stuff for the right money. And so far so good. I don't regret it at all. It's been a great investment. And slowly I'm gonna keep changing stuff, adding, possibly ordering a lighter fork. I like that fork. It's really arrow. It's a little bit on the heavy side. After I cut, it was 320 grams after I cut the steer. So it's still on the heavy side, but I gotta check with the same company, Tideace, to see if they got a lighter one. One thing I can tell you, if you order 49 centimeter frame. I got problems with my back. I'm not that flexible, but I'm trying to get a little bit aero. If you can see, one thing I can tell you about this frame, you're gonna have a little bit wheel overlap. So your toes and your wheel, they're gonna touch. Caught me by surprise one time. Let me see if I can show you over here. Yeah. So I got a little bit scared. I didn't notice that. It caught me by surprise, but I've been managing, and that's the only thing I can say. But apparently that's with all frames. I'm planning on buying a bike frame for my wife, for the same company, and build it for her, so both of us, we can go and ride and all that stuff, and possibly have a great time. This is the 475 miles. Once I get done over here, I'm over here near Naha. I get done, beautiful Okinawa. Love this place. Here at the beach and all that stuff. At a park. Once I get done and I get home, it's gonna be 500 miles. I hope it doesn't break from from here to there, but so far so good. I don't regret it at all. Don't be scared. Don't let people scare you about Chinese stuff. If you notice, like, Jordans are made in China, iPhones are made in China. There's a lot of stuff made in China, and it's the it's the truth. It's funny that I checked the other day an Amanda SLR, and it says big sticker down there, made in China. They doing something right then. They're slapping that Trek logo on it. They're doing something right. So that's it. That's the update. I'm gonna keep the other one at 750, either 700 or 750 update, and see where we at so far. It's been a while. It took me a minute to get those miles, but so far so good. And Lopez checking out. Peace.